At this point in the history of the American West, some of the Native Americans had decided to attempt assimilation, which means acting similar to the dominant white uh, group. Some were openly refusing. And we can see this come to a head in the 1890s. A group of Lakota had assimilated in the 1890s in the Dakotas, and there were some resistors who were trying to regain just at least a little piece of their culture with something referred to as the ghost dance ritual. Now, this was a kind of a religious ceremony. It was a cultural ceremony, and it involved a person that would start this ghost dance, and it was supposed to connect back to the ancestors. The white population had heard rumors that this was believed by the Native Americans, that it would infuse the shirts that they were wearing with some sort of spiritual power, and they believed would make them bulletproof. Now, the white population didn't think it'd make it bulletproof, but they were worried that the Native Americans would become aggressive after this ghost dance was performed. So this led to a lot of white fear, and the white fear led to a ban on the ghost dance. Now, this isn't going to settle well with the people that were trying to recapture their cultural heritage. And this, again, is going to come to a head in December of 1890. After a series of incidents, a group of Lakota had wandered off into the woods. They were trying to have a group get together. A few hundred Lakota and a few others were camped at a place called Wounded Knee, South Dakota. And at this camp, it's a couple of days. They're camping there. They're going to perform the ghost dance ritual. The American Army has followed them out into the woods. They have the camp surrounded. And on December 29th, the U.S. Army tries to take away the weapons of the people that were at Wounded Knee. Everybody traveled with weapons. The United States military goes around. They start collecting the weapons. The morning starts fine. And then about mid-morning, the ritual begins, and the head person begins the ghost dance. And there's some accounts that say a soldier was trying to take a gun away and it misfires somebody. But what happens is a gun fires, and those troops surrounding the camp decide to just open fire. And they just massacre 150 men, women, and children. And they throw them into a big mass grave. And then what's even worse is an official court of inquiry who's supposed to find out the truth and tell the truth and find out what happened so it doesn't happen again. Well, they just cover up the massacre and pretend like it never happened. At this point, the Plains Indian culture is ruined and decimated, and the one chance that they had to try to capture some of their culture was just wiped out in a massacre. It's going to be a long time before there's any effort to fight and resist against this assimilation occurs again.